Yo, what a crazy tribal council. Guys, I love this show. Listen, tonight we're going to be uncovering some secrets and we're going to be doing some bit of twerking at some point. So stay tuned because you're going to love it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm Phil Mpela and welcome to the show. And let's just get straight into it with our Castaway who sadly has just been evicted from the island. Hi, Chane.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
You look beautiful.
Thank you. It's
God,
amazing what a bit of makeup can do.
Okay, cool. Look, let's just get into it. You've just been eliminated from the show. How are you feeling right now?
It's horrible. I think no one enters Survivor to get voted off, obviously. We all want to win. I kind of expected it because we were in a minority alliance. So it's heartbreaking, but shocked as well. I was very shocked. It was a crazy tribal council.
But here's the thing though, had PK not played his immunity idol and all these other immunity idols, I mean, he would have gone home and you would have stayed in the game.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, what are the odds? Katinka had immunity, Werner played his immunity idol. I never knew PK had an immunity idol, and when Nico asked that and he jumped up, I was like, oh no. But to me again, I thought I was going to go home because we're in the minority. So I wasn't expecting anything, and then I got excited to see it's not my name being written, but PK played his idol.
PK knew that he was going home. So even though this immunity, let's be honest, he came as luck. He just, you know, he was the one left out and he ended up getting a clue. But if you guys are aware that you have a target on your back, why are you guys not looking for immunities, or am I not seeing it on screen? Because people need to be scrambling, whatever, but you guys seem to be just resign yourself to your fate and say, I'm leaving.
Look at this hair color. No, you saw it that one challenge. I did not see that idol. Tom had pointed out to me. You try your best. It is a game of luck. I mean, I never wanted to be in PK's position not to be picked. It's a schoolyard pick. I mean, I thought that's embarrassing. And look at that now. I wish it was me.
Let's talk about at Tribal Council. You see, the one thing that I don't understand, because even Vusi was engaged, why is it that you guys at Tribal Council never want to fight, never communicate with each other? Because in that moment, when people played their immunity idols and you realize that there's an opportunity for another vote, why didn't you vocalize your position and say, guys, let's do something? Tony, you just saw that these people just betrayed you. Let's move this along and change it. Why didn't you say anything?
At that moment of time, I felt hopeless because I really tried with Annelies to persuade her to help me out. Can I join the alliance? Tony was so hell-bent on joining Werner and them and following him that I just felt like I'm just going to waste my breath.
Okay, let's talk about now that you are on the jury. Right? How do you see the game now? Do you see it in a different way? Is it a different perspective for you?
It's going to be so weird. I mean, on the island, you had a full perspective of everything. I mean, you knew what was happening, who said what. And now, every tribal council will have to be outsiders and piece together what has happened. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's a whole new chapter.
On this episode as well, you guys, part of the winning prize was you getting letters from home, and you got so emotional, as did everybody else. Why were you so emotional?
You're gonna make me cry again.
No, please don't.
It's terrible. It was the best thing ever. I mean, winning food couldn't trump that. I was so low because I knew I was gonna go home.
No, please don't cry.
No, sorry.
Don't cry.
But my husband, it was so beautiful because my husband has this whack sense of humor, and it just reminded me of home a lot. And he's my anchor, and he's the reason why I did it.
Oh man, you see, now you make it emotional.
Sorry.
Okay, you know what? Let's just have some fun.
Yes, please.
Let's talk about the vote that got you out. Let's talk about the vote that kind of like got everything spiraling out of control. Actually, we have some visuals of the person who was very instrumental in your living. Now that you're seeing that, what's your thoughts on Tony?
I really got on well with Tony in the island. It just frustrated me that she really didn't want to partake. And like there, she had a suspicion that they're lying to her, but still she chose to do it.
But then again, it goes back to what I was asking you earlier. In that moment when you realize that, girl, you've just been, you know, why did you just say, Tony, let's do something, let's make it happen?
I think that's one of my biggest regrets.
Yeah.
I think I was in shock. It's not nice seeing your name written down, and I did try and prepare myself mentally for it, but it's still, you're so shocked because you worked so hard to get there, and then all of a sudden it's here, and now what do you do?
Let's talk about the conversation that happened on the beach that I found very interesting between you and Annalise, where you were telling Annalise that if they replaced you, if they replaced Tom with you, you essentially just said that you were going to be their Patsy. Were you genuine in that, or you? I couldn't understand that. No, I understand the desperation of it, but I couldn't understand.
I was very desperate. Okay, let me explain to you. So, I am backed into a corner. All my options are shot. I went to Annalise to tell her, please, I know they're using Tom for a number. Yeah. So, and he's a physical threat to them. I know he does provide them with food, but so does Werner. So I said, okay, he is annoying. Why would you want to take someone like that? Use me. Hopefully I do play a social game, and then I could have more time to form bonds with people like Werner and Katinka. That was my thinking. And Annalise. I mean, Annalise was my confidant from day one. And I was thinking maybe we could rehash those bonds, and then hopefully the game would have changed.
Another moment that happened tonight, I mean, I was very uncomfortable watching that, so I can only imagine what was happening on the island. The fight between PK and Tom, how was it for you guys on the island? Because like I was sitting, I was cringing. Like,
you see, I can't handle it when other people fight in front of me, so I was just looking away, but I was cringing. But I was really laughing at Palesa's face because she was loving every moment of it. Because once again, it takes a bit of attention away from us, because Palesa and I are in the bottom of the, we're in one of two people in our alliance. So we were hoping that maybe it would put more spotlight on Tom and him causing fights. Yeah.
Talking about that, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because here's the thing, you and Tom were twosome at some point. You know what I mean? Actually, before I even get too deep into that question, we've got a little clip of how your relationship with Tom evolved. And,
I knew this was coming.
No, you're doing a job, You're going to kill everyone. No, look here. What is this? No, okay. No. Alsjeblieft. No, really. Los, ding.
Okay. It's unnecessary, and this is now the third time he's done this.
You're fired.
And then he brushed off jokingly.
And you call yourself a fishwife.
Oh, joke, haha.
Okay, what connected you in the first place?
Okay, so in the beginning, Tom was... okay. Yeah, I know, hypocritical. Someone could have told me to wipe my face, that would have been nice. In the beginning, Tom was very nice, he was very helpful as well. Seamus was very sneaky. So in the beginning, I really needed a provider. I mean, food is life. Okay. So Seamus wanting to vote Tom off wasn't fitting into my plan. So I think that's how we started to become friends, because that's when we formed the alliance. And then he was very funny, nice, and I play a social game, right? Yeah. So when we formed Versailles, it was myself, Mariska, Palesa, Vusi, and Tom. And I had to try and persuade Mariska to come and join our side. And then I turned around and he's shouting at Palesa over fish, which I get because he spent hours fishing, but he's ruining my social game. Then he swears at me. In that moment, I think the Holy Spirit came over me to not swear back.
You walked away.
I can't believe it.
But that was very ladylike.
Thank you. I was impressed myself. But anyway, so I think that is how he affected my social game, as well as he's such a man of loyalty and honor, as he says. And he said he'd play his idol for me, and he never did. Played it for himself. You also have your own hilarious moments on the show. You get some, you had some one-liners that we impressed. But right now, I want us to see a little video of the moment that you vocalized your frustration with Tom, and that's when you guys were eating chocolate.
Tom is grating me. To to the point that I don't want to win a reward because I don't want him eating next to me. We're all digging in and I see Tom taking the spoon and licking it, devouring the spoon with the sauce on. I wanted to throw up in my mouth. I mean, come now, we're all sharing the same thing and he's being disgusting.
Look, I think the video speaks for itself, so let's just leave it there. Let me ask you about your own experience with the chocolate.
Yeah.
After throwing up, I mean, you threw up after eating chocolate. Are you still eating chocolate now, or is it just gone out of your diet? You'll never touch it?
I am obsessed.
Yes.
I cannot stop. It's becoming a problem.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's get to know you a little bit. Who is Chane?
Oh, that question is very interesting, but I think I'm friendly, love laughing, having a good laugh, socializing. I am a bit of an extrovert, so I enjoy spending time with people, yes. Okay,
let's see a little special thing that we put together for you. We've got your audition video. And people can see just how hilarious and funny you are. Let's watch this.
Hi, I'm Chane Maynard and I'm 28 years old. Reasons why you should pick me to be in Survivor South Africa. Reason number 1, I'm currently living in Bloemfontein in the Free State. Look around me, people. I need some moisture in my life. I'm a semi-feminist. It's complicated. I am a tad loud, so this could always come in handy whenever a team member gets lost on the island. Farness! We're over here! I'm smart and I'm strong. I won't walk twice. I can eat almost anything.
That is so sweet.
I just think I like embarrassing myself.
Listen, what did you do? What was the first thing that you did when you got back home? When you got off the island?
Definitely caught up with my husband because we made a deal. So he had to make small videos and notes for me what happened each day, and he's hilarious. So we bonded and definitely ate cake. Once again, this chocolate thing is coming through.
What's your husband's name?
Christian.
Christian, you know what? We're looking for a bachelor, so if you've got friends who are as nice as you are, bring them in. Emnet is looking for a bachelor, a new bachelor. Okay, listen, you are a funny lady, and we also have a video of your one-liners on the show. You were being a bit funny. Do we have that? Let's run that, please.
You just hear Tom shouting in the background, ferociously. I mean, he was hulking it out. So thin. You like very? My hair has been giving me problems, so Salon Chane tried to rinse it in a rusty pan, and thus I have dyed my hair a strawberry-colored blonde. He thinks I'm dumb. Yes, I am blonde / rust-colored now, but I am an observer. I see everything because I'm not dumb. Oh, joke.
No problem, yeah.
Okay. Did your accent get heavier?
The Bloemfontein is coming out again.
Your beautiful hair, how did you get it back to its original color after that little mishap?
Literally had to wash it 7 times and it still had this reddish shine.
Oh, okay. We've got a video from a past Castaway. His name is Craig Jacobs. He was on season 3, and he had some experiences to share with us of his time on the island. Let's see that.
Can I just start off by saying a phenomenal high five to you for making it this far in the competition. Most people don't realize by watching it on television, seeing 60 minutes of a show, what a physical and emotional challenge Survivor is, and the type of things that go on behind the scenes, the hunger pains, the lack of food. Speaking of food, I mean, when I was in Survivor, my biggest challenge was the fact that I am allergic to shellfish. So when everyone else was eating crabs and oysters, I was stuck with eating grass and ants. So I'd love to know, what is your food challenge?
What was your food challenge on the island?
Oh, those clams. Sliding down the throat, it was disgusting, but you have to do what you have to do. And obviously the initial chocolate shock.
All right, let's get to know you a little better. We're going to play a little game of Quiz Me. So these are quick fire questions. Just ask as fast as you can.
Try.
First question. Funniest and most memorable moment on Survivor?
Oh, Vusi thinking there's a snake underneath our shelter.
Biggest life lesson learned on Survivor?
never give up because you never know when your break is going to come.
Okay. Survivor most likely to become a true friend in future?
Palesa.
Survivor you'd least likely become friends with?
Tom.
We knew that was coming. Shows, TV shows you missed when you were on the island?
Oh, definitely Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. 3 qualities you value in a person?
Honesty, loyalty, and just humor.
Okay, 1 quality you value least in a person, that you don't like in a person?
Dishonesty.
Okay. Famous person you'd most like to have lunch with?
Ooh, Will Ferrell or Sacha Baron Cohen, but he has to be Borat.
Oh,
Yo.
okay. What's your bucket list dream?
Definitely to go on honeymoon with my husband. We haven't been, and it's becoming a bucket list
How long
now.
have you guys
because
been
it's
married?
3 years,
Oh, okay.
you see.
Okay, they're listening. Somebody will make that happen. Brent,
Please.
hook it up. Guilty pleasure.
Slap chips.
Okay. Worst habit.
Biting my nails.
Biggest misconception about you.
I'm dumb.
If you had to do this all over again, what is the one thing that you would change and why?
That's a difficult question because I really don't think I'd change anything, but switching off more the humanity sides. So I wanted to be loyal to Palesa and them, but that's why I stuck in the Minority Alliance, because that's where the human part came in again, but it's a game. So.
Let's play Never Have I Ever. Okay. So the game is very simple. If you've done it, it's thumbs up.
Yes.
If you haven't done it, it's thumbs down.
Okay,
Pick
good.
those thumb.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, let me just, okay, yes.
Okay, first question.
Yeah.
Never have I ever dropped the phone in a toilet. You have?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to tell me about that.
No, you don't. But
Number 2, never have I ever eaten a whole tub of ice cream in one go. Like
no.
finishing it
No,
without stopping.
not
Okay.
go.
Never have I ever been in handcuffs.
Oh, no.
Okay, you've never been arrested, never gotten into trouble.
Oh, my goody
Okay.
two-shoes.
Never have I lied about having an emergency to leave a bad date, like when you were still dating.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever broken something in a store and then walked away without paying.
Oh, no. No.
You haven't done it.
Sure.
Okay, good.
Lightning bolts.
Are you a physical person? I'm interested in that. Eat a whole tub. You were like, no. Like,
No,
do you watch like diets and stuff like that? Are you, or you just?
No, you don't know me. Definitely not one go, but I'll definitely like half today, tomorrow the other half.
Oh, okay.
It's all about pacing yourself.
All right. Guys, we're not leaving you out of the conversation. Thank you so much to a lot of you who've been sending us comments and questions on our social media platforms and commenting on these videos. Now in our AMAs, Ask Me Anything, we're going to read some of those questions that you guys sent in and those comments. And the first one comes from Lindsay, and Lindsay wants to know, Verna is smooching these players like a pasta with a collection plate.
I like Lindsay.
That's the thing, Verna is a pasta, but Survivor is a game, and I suppose one has to leave their own titles and whatever.
He never told any of us that he's a pastor at all, like we had no idea. But he is a very good social player. Like I was admiring him a lot because those people are following blindly.
Okay, next one. I think it's also a comment from Ace, one of your former castaways, and says this, I love Shane's comments on Tom, and I would love to hear or see his response. Unfortunately, Tom is not here, Ace, so we can't really get that response from him, but I'm sure it's a little spice.
No, he wants a drama. That's what he wants.
Yeah, okay, next one. This is from Alfie. Alfie wants to know, who was the fakest castaway?
Well, I'd say Seamus, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Oh, he was so sneaky, but I could see through it. That's a problem. You see?
I don't know if you've got another one. I don't think we do. Okay, cool. This is a question from Velma Smith, and Velma wants to know, which castaway was most loyal to you? Did they remain loyal or betray you?
That's a difficult one because Tom was loyal to me in the beginning, and then the second half of the merge, I think Palesa was definitely more loyal to me as well. Yeah.
Do we have another one? Okay. I think we've got a comment that is live right now. Remember, guys, you guys can also ask us questions live right now, and I've got a question from Tabo, and Tabo wants to know, what happens behind the scenes after you get voted off? What happens now?
Oh, so we go to Ponderosa, obviously, yeah.
That's something that you need to check out. Go into the website. You'll see the videos from Penderosa where these guys go and actually eat and comment and shower and all of that. There's another comment, and it goes, if you had to choose between Tom eating next to you or running for your life from a pack of wild dogs, what shoes would you wear to run away from the dogs with?
Yeah, because Tom eating next to me is not an option.
I'm betting not stilettos. I'm betting not those.
Hey, I can.
Hey. Okay, this another question, and it goes, how frustrating was it not to be able to wash your hair for that long?
It's the weirdest thing how you're so hungry and everything that's going around you, you get obsessed with something stupid like your hair. So it was very frustrating. At the moment, like I wanted to chop it off with that machete. Okay, we've got a question that says, who are you going to stay connected with after Survivor? I think she did mention that you'd be friends with Palesa and who else? Definitely. I think Annalise, we definitely get along.
Okay, Tom. Describe Tom in one word. You guys want to get her into trouble.
Yeah, they do. No table manners.
Okay, I've got another question that says, give us some tips on how to survive in Bloemfontein.
Oh, definitely thermal vest, thermal everything basically. But Bloemfontein is a lovely place. You don't need to survive, you thrive, for reals.
Okay, I gotta ask you,
Yes?
it's my job to ask. Somebody wants to know, why were you so rude to Katinka?
Oh, she was rude to me. So we were in a minority, and she really did not make us feel welcome with her comments of, when you guys leave, then we'll make more coffee, or when you guys leave, we'll have more food. So it's just rude, so I was annoyed with it.
You are annoyed with him. Do you feel like it's harder for female contestants on Survivor to get together and make something work than it is for guys?
Definitely, it makes me sad. I mean, women should empower women, and there was never any mention of a female alliance in the beginning in Mindanao, but that was a rouge. So, and I think if women stick together, they can achieve so much more. But this season definitely shows that girl power.
And in terms of that blue and red thing that was being talked about the whole
time,
the whole time, how do you think that impacted individual games? Do you think that a lot of people were able to play their own individual game, or everybody was just hung up on these blue-red thing?
No, it was definitely hung up on the blue-red. That's the way I feel. But they had the numbers, so if I was in that situation, I would do that as well. But it was very frustrating.
I've got a question that says, do you think Annalise is fake?
No, I can't. She was such a nice person to me in the beginning. I don't think she's fake at all. She's really a genuine, caring person, and I think that played to her strengths, being the motherly role.
So are you able to separate what people do on the island from the people that they are beyond the show?
Yeah, well, I wasn't completely myself. I mean, usually I'm loud and laughing a lot and very opinionated, and there I didn't voice my opinion once to the people. So you have to.
Okay. Listen, guys, thank you so much for your comments and questions. Remember, all you have to do is just go into our social media platforms. We are on Twitter. We are at Survivor_SA. Use the hashtag SurvivorSA and the hashtag live chat, and whatever you put up there, we will show it on the show. And we might even invite you sometimes. You don't know, hey, we get the right budget. We might just even bring you here to meet these guys. Okay, I want to play a little game of 30 seconds. I do know how 30 seconds works.
I just need to tell you, I do have a BSc degree, but this is gonna go bad.
Okay, let me tell you this. I think I don't know if my producer, I think it was Vusi or somebody, did very well on that. Did very well. It's 8 questions.
And I'm going off the okay. Language
but anyway,
barrier.
We're just having fun, right?
Okay, yes,
all right,
let's do it.
So you know, 30 seconds. I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to ask them as fast as you can within 30 seconds. Okay? Let's get the clock in. Okay, what is the fear of heights called?
Oh my
Acrophobia. Oh. Bloemfontein is South Africa's capital of what?
Oh dear!
It's the judicial capital. Who wrote Harry Potter? There you go. Which Russian town suffered an infamous nuclear disaster in 1986? Chernobyl. Which dating reality TV show is coming to Mnet?
Bachelor.
Yes, Brussels is the capital of?
Wait, no, I've never done.
You only got 2, hey?
I warned you. At least I warned you.
But it didn't do that bad.
No, it's horrible.
Okay. You know what? She only got 2. She's not getting anything. No. But you guys at home can win some awesome prizes by simply going into our website, which is mnet.tv/SurvivorSA. That's mnet.tv/SurvivorSA, and answer a simple question. And this week's question is, who set out on the reward challenge? It was a huge moment, guys. You must know this. Who set out on the reward challenge? And these are the awesome prizes that you can win.
Attention castaways, be a part of the action and win big with Survivor SA Philippines and Mnet. Just watch Survivor SA every Thursday at 7 p.m. Go to mnet.tv/Survivor SA and answer the weekly question. You can earn additional entries by exploring the island and finding the hidden phone in our Huawei 360 VR experience. Each week, you stand a chance at winning a massive prize bundle, including an awesome Huawei P20 Pro, a delicious one-year supply of Steers Wacky Wednesday burgers, a Cape Union Mart voucher valued at 10,000 Rand, and a brand new DStv Explorer 2. Remember, every entry you earn goes into the draw for the grand prize of a tropical island experience for 4, courtesy of Cathay Pacific and Club Med. Are you game? Then let's play with Survivor SA Philippines. Brought to you and exclusive to Mnet.
Yeah, guys, enter to win, right? Remember earlier on I mentioned something about twerking? Well, I'm here to deliver. Every week we've got our challenge, obviously, if you're a regular. If you're new at this, every week we give our contestants, castaways rather. I don't know why I keep on calling you a contestant.
Never mind.
We give them a challenge of our own. And this week we decided that the lovely lady here will twerk for us. The game is very simple. All she has to do is just twerk, 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 twerk. All these balls need to leave this box, and you don't win anything, but hey, you win being a nice lady and being here. Okay, cool. So we're gonna play you some music. You're gonna twerk, and you need to make sure that all these balls are out of the box. Okay? Yeah. I'm gonna stand out here and cheer you on.
I'm gonna show how white I am right now.
Okay, we're gonna get the whiteness out. Let's do the music.
Okay, where was I start?
This
is ridiculous.
Come on. Listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we are here every Thursday, live right after the broadcast of Survivor South Africa, which airs on Mnet channel 101. Before we go, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Huawei P20 Pro. Thank you so much for your support. I'd like to thank you guys for being engaged. Remember, you can subscribe to this video. You can send us your questions on our social media platforms. Thank you to the beautiful Bloom lady. Thank you so much for coming here and having fun with me, right? All right, cool. Guys, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks, Phil, for embarrassing me.
We're embarrassing. At least I didn't have to do the twister thing. I was sitting there watching. I was like,
I checked it also. It was a disaster. I was thinking about my pants.
No, but the thing that I was worried about what were you going to be wearing, because I thought, if you come to the coat and stuff like that, it's going to look very weird.
That's where the perks of Bloemfontein. Oh, terrible.
Are we still running?